Chico not used to fighters actually coming at him of late with Freitas and Castillo, his last two opponents. Very different story tonight. Here we go.
And maybe one thing that people should remember right from the get-go, Diego Corrales came up from junior lightweight, ultimately beat Freitas for the title. Castillo is a big, strong lightweight who has been at this weight class for essentially his whole career.
Castillo never dropped or KO'd. He's been stopped 4 times on cuts. However, he is historically a slow starter, particularly his last couple of fights. But he said if Corrales comes at him, it'll be a brawl, a grueling slugfest. Interesting to see what tack Corrales takes here at the outset.
And already we're seeing Corrales happy to stay on the inside with Castillo. We'll see how this plays out. He's trading hooks with Castillo. He's staying right in there with him. Some would say that's a mistake. We'll see.
He is looking, Corrales, to force a shootout with Castillo. Looking to establish an early presence, just as he said he would, knowing Castillo is a slow starter and gets stronger as the fight goes on.
Already Tony Weeks with a warning to Castillo. Castillo's a rough customer on the inside. He'll use his head, elbows, etc.
Some call him dirty.
A lot of body work by Corrales early, Steve. That's interesting.
And there it is. Meanwhile, Castillo coming right back. He said to beat Corrales, he'll have to stay close, throw a lot of punches, pressure him. Don't let Chico think.
This is going to be a great fight. I can tell you right now, Corrales is making it have to be a great fight.
They will look to wear each other down. In other words, as mentioned before, a war of attrition, perhaps.
On the surface of it, as you hear the fans chanting for Castillo, and there are a lot of Mexican fans here for Cinco de Mayo, on the surface of it, you would think this is a very risky move for Corrales early. But so far, he's kind of making it work.
Don't do that. Here we go.
Rabbit punching by Corrales, getting the caution from Tony Weeks. A solid, highly regarded referee.
Great body work by Corrales. And how about this so far? Corrales has rabbit punched and punched low once. So he's the guy that's pushing the envelope.
Yeah, usually it's Castillo who's blamed for those roughhouse tactics.
Corrales claims he sparred 16 rounds one day with 4 sparring partners. He said, I am as ready as I could ever be for this fight.
Comes off a monster training camp. 23 different fights all told. One of his sparring partners, Jose Santa Cruz. And here's an exchange as they go toe-to-toe as advertised in the center of the ring.
And I think the one mistake Corrales is making is he's hooking with a hooker. Don't make the left hook your primary weapon, and Corrales is doing that.
Yep. Wow. So an action-packed opening round.
Referee Tony Weeks will give a warning to Corrales for hitting behind the head, rabbit punching. Twice Corrales gets it done. Now Corrales went downstairs very effectively to the body, ripping downstairs with the left, and he threw a lot of shots. There's the left hook downstairs.
So this fight heating up early. Here we go, round 2. Castillo in the red, Corrales in the white.
There's a little bit of a danger here early for Corrales. He wanted to use the jab a lot in this fight. And he's not using it quite as much as I think he would like, Stephen. If he used the jab more, it would keep him at a distance from Castillo.
And he wants to prove he has more than just a left hook. Showed he's not one-dimensional his last couple of fights, really showing marked improvement.
That's Castillo on the inside. He can rip those hooks to the body and the head, and if Corrales hangs in there with him, he'll give him an opportunity to do it.
Yeah, that is Castillo's MO. A right uppercut and a left hook by Castillo that tagged Corrales.
This is a strategic nightmare right now, I think, for Diego Corrales. This was a ploy on their part, thinking he could outmuscle Castillo. Maybe he will, and there he comes back. But wow, it's a tough way to go for Diego Corrales.
Fists are flying. Both punches raining big shots.
Julio Cesar Chavez is yelling to Castillo to throw the uppercut, and he threw it early on, and it was effective.
So it turns out early a very inside fight from close range. A proverbial telephone booth type affair.
What a surprise that Corrales chose this way to start, but it's creating a lot of excitement for all of us.
And on the inside, Corrales is scoring, but back comes Castillo. You can just about put a piece of paper between them, and that's it right now.
Give him up, Chico. Give him up.
And interestingly, it's Corrales throwing punches a little south of the border, not Castillo.
Left hooks by Corrales. That's his signature. But Castillo stands right up to him. Oh, what a combination upstairs by Corrales.
That left hook hurt Castillo, and that's a news headline.
It momentarily stopped him in his tracks, Al. And then a big body shot by Castillo.
And it was low, but Corrales walked through it. This is truly amazing. And if Diego Corrales gets through this part and is effective doing this, he'll have made an amazing statement, fighting Castillo's fight.
And Corrales continues to score. The second round even better than the first.
Corrales working downstairs, and now Castillo ripping those left hooks downstairs. That's one of the things he does so well, as Castillo fighting on the inside. Jose Luis Castillo with the uppercuts and the hooks. He's great on the inside. This is where he likes to do business. However, Diego Corrales coming back in this round with better hand speed on the inside than Castillo. That was the key there.
So Corrales immediately jumping on Castillo. And he continues to do more of the same as we enter round 3, scheduled for 12. Boy, at this pace, can it go 12?
Oh, no. Come on. Keep off his head.
The conventional thinking, obviously, was that Corrales needed to be the boxer puncher, jab a lot, work on the outside, counter punch. He has gone right inside with Castillo, and for the most part has been very effective doing it.
Corrales electing to, as they say, fight fire with fire, and fighting Castillo's style. Inside.
Both men doing good work down the stairs to the body. There's that hook being turned again by Corrales. Castillo is amazingly open for that punch.
And Corrales very accurate with that punch. It is connecting. Right now the difference seems to be Corrales' hand speed.
And he's also throwing multiple punches. He's throwing combinations on the inside.
Digging body shot by Castillo.
Get off his head.
And a left hook upstairs by Corrales. Castillo didn't have an answer. Right uppercut on the chin by Castillo.
That's been Castillo's best punch. He keeps landing it. And Corrales just waiting, it seems, to counter with the hook when he does that, even though he's being hit with big punches.
Remember, Corrales has been down 8 times in 41 pro fights, but 5 of those 8 versus Mayweather, when he had all kinds of personal and professional problems. Now Castillo landing more regularly with the right uppercut. Then a right over the top by Jose Luis Castillo.
This is where Castillo gets good work done. And in this round, he's starting to do it.